when you get two notes in music and they play them together or one after the other, we call that an interval, and there's a number normally associated to that. But today I want to take it down to its smallest kind of gap or relationship, if you like, and talk about tones and semitones. First one I want to talk about is semitones, which is like the smallest interval that we can have on a piano. If we just have a look at it just now. So for example, a semitone, if we take a note, any note, it doesn't matter. If we want to go up a semitone, we need to go to the very neighbouring note to it, which means that we come up to here, right? And if we're on D again, for example, and want to go down a semitone, then we go down to the nearest neighbouring note. Okay, now that explains what a semitone is. Now, just for reference, if we have an E, for example, and we want to go up a semitone, we go to the F. All right. So what I want you to note here is that we're not always moving to a black key or from a black key. Actually, we can you can move between white keys using only semitones. Now, if I go on to tones now, basically, as the name suggests, a semitone is half of a tone. So if we want to move from the D up a tone, then what we have to do is move two semitones. So we move to the neighbouring note and then the next neighbouring note. And that gives us a tone. And it's the same going down the way. We go left to the next neighbouring note and then down. Okay, and that gives us a tone as well. There's a common sort of misconception that flats and sharps are always going to be black keys, and that's not strictly true, because if we look at the definition of flats and sharps, if we flatten a note, then we go down a semitone, or if we sharpen a note, we go up a semitone. Now, if we want to play a C flat, for example, we have to go down a semitone. Now, as I've mentioned already, what that means is we need to go to the next neighbouring note to the left if we're going to flatten it, and that takes us on to the B. Okay, and we have the same with an F flat. If we flatten the F, we have to move to the next neighbouring note to the left, which takes us down to the E. All right, so that's, you've got your semitones there. And it's the same if you look at B and E and you want to sharpen them. We have to go up a semitone, which means that we move to the neighbouring note, which takes us to another white key. So just before you kind of get any ideas that, it's only black keys that are sharps and flats, then just be aware that it is possible to actually have sharpened and flattened white keys. That's confusing, but anyway, that's it's just something to bear in mind. Okay, just before I go into sharps and flats now, I've mentioned them in previous videos, but anyway, if you're liking the information in the video so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic, thanks. Okay, I've spoken about sharps and flats a lot in this video, and you may or may not know what they are, so just to save some confusion, or you have to dig out another video, then I'll talk about them just now. So again, if we just take D, for example, I've already said if we sharpen the note, we need to go to the neighbouring note up the way or to the right, here. And you'll see on the screen what the sharp symbol looks like, and I'll show where it is in the keyboard as well. Now, as I said, if we want to flatten it, then the flat sign looks like it's like a wee B, and what that means is we go left or down the way to the nearest neighbouring note. You will see, although not very often, double sharps and double flats. Now, they're not complicated. They are exactly what they say in the tin, all right? So if we want to take a D and do a D double sharp, it just means that we sharpen it once by going up a semitone, and we sharpen it again by going up another semitone. And you'll see what a double sharp looks like on the screen. It's the same with the double flat. All we do is we start on a note and we flatten it, and then we flatten it again. Now, I've been playing music for quite a long time, and I've occasionally seen double flats and double sharps, but you can actually get triple sharps and triple flats. I personally have never seen one, so yeah, but just be aware that they are out there. Anyway, that's everything we need for today. Thanks very much for watching. Have a brilliant day, and I'll see you in another video. Cheers.